Greetings from beautiful Fort Greene, Brooklyn. Today is one of those really typical New York summer days in July. It's over 95 degrees, it's humid, it's hot, but boy, this building is filled with activity. When I walked in this morning, and this is before 7 o'clock in the morning, we had a crew of photographers in here. They were doing a fashion shoot. A little later on in the morning, our students from the Fort Greene Day Camp program arrived. And these are little kids. They're like 3 years old, and they're coming in the building. And then we also have our own, a little later on, our Rockland 101 students. Those are entering freshmen. So the building is alive and being well utilized. And for the record, the Fort Greene Day Camp and the fashion shoot become income producers for us. So that's absolutely wonderful. But it is alive with activity. Here we are. We've ended one year, and we're soon to begin another. First, what I'd like to mention is that Rockland graduation is always a special time and a wonderful experience. And this year, it was just like all the others. It was filled with energy and activity. Our graduating seniors did extremely well, going to the colleges of their choice, a wide range of private, state, historically Black colleges. So it was a wonderful cross-section. So students are going to be going far and wide. It's a great and wonderful experience. With graduation happening, we then turn our attention to what's going to be happening in the future. So as we look to the future, there are so many exciting things that we're planning for this summer. You've heard me talk in the past about our St. Thomas More Legal Pathway program. And after 1 year, that is doing exceedingly well. It has the enthusiastic embrace of students, parents, and it's become a very valuable tool for us in recruiting new students. It's very appealing. A matter of fact, so appealing that what we would like to do is replicate the pathway approach in other subject areas. So the most recent area that we're going to turn our attention to is engineering. I've gotten a faculty member to agree to become the director of the program because ultimately what makes a program fly is personnel. We have to get the right person in the right spot to promote the program. And what we're doing is we've added one course already. So this year we're going to be going with 2 courses. And the goal is at the end of this year to be able to move into the specialty courses in engineering. And Micah, assuming the direction of the program, modeling on what happened in the legal pathway program, knows that part of what we have to do is an educational piece so students can become familiar with engineering. So during the course of the year, we'll have engineers come into the building. They'll talk to students about it. And we'll also begin promoting the program with our entering freshman class. That's an exciting thing. But in addition to growing in the engineering program, we'll be in the second year of a new and robust strings program in music. We're very excited about that because that's developing a whole new section for our band. And Mr. Maffei is taking charge of that and truly is making the most of it. So we're very excited about that. And then with all of those wonderful things happening, there's something that I think is extraordinarily special that's going to take much of our attention in the coming year. We all know that Rockland has a storied past. We know that it was originally part of the diocesan school system, like Bishop McDonald and St. Augustine High School. Rockland goes back to 1851. If we do the math, this year we'll be celebrating our 175th anniversary. There are not many institutions that make that claim. The one that immediately comes to mind for me is the New York Times, also founded in 1851. So Rockland has been a school that has managed to serve the people of Brooklyn since its founding. In many cases, the people we served were immigrants. They were German, they were Irish, they came from Ireland, they came from Germany. They came primarily from European countries. Over time, that's changed. Rockland still managed to serve an immigrant community, but now maybe from the Dominican Republic, maybe from Kenya, maybe from Venezuela. We still are serving the people we have historically served. Countries of origin changed, but we've been doing that and adapting to the changing population of Brooklyn and Queens and New York City at large for 175 years. That is absolutely an extraordinary accomplishment, because not only has this school managed to be hanging on for 175 years, which might be an accomplishment, but we are doing creative and innovative things in our 175th year. we are not simply getting by. Rather, we are aggressively, assertively, charging into a future of our own making. And it is with God's providence and His grace that we'll accomplish the task. And we're part of that, because all that you do to support us makes it happen. So really, as we end one school year, move through the summer, and look to the future, I want to thank you for your continued support. Have a great summer. And as always, leave Jesus in our hearts. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us.